Yeah, I just recently fought. First of all, thank you so much for reporting on women's boxing and covering us. So I appreciate that. I recently fought November. Sorry, October. October 7th. And at LA Fight Club on Golden Boy's card. And that's awesome that Oscar, he's put Senicia Estrada also on there. But we had talks many years ago, and I was excited to finally get that opportunity. And my next fight is December 17th in Cancun, and definitely looking forward to that.
What's your opponent you're facing in that fight? Do you know much about your opponent?
She's from Mexico. She's a Mexican, so I know it's going to be a great fight, both going at it. And, I'm hoping for an action-packed fight and technique.
Okay, so skills pays bills. You're in an interesting weight class right now. There's a lot of kind of named people in your division. You got Raquel Miller, you got Claressa Shields. You got the girl from New York, I always forget her name, but I see she's got a buzz too. What stands out to you? Who out there do you want?
Truly anybody, all the women who are fighting at this moment. I think it's our responsibility to make great fights, but not only, we can only do so much. I can only do so much. And I understand Claressa as well when she's, called out. I did get a little view of, she did a Facebook Live, and because something with Raquel saying, they've got beef since they're amateurs. But I understand Claressa when she's saying, that what other options does she have to fight if people are saying no to her? Because I've dealt with that many times, and some of my colleagues they say, well, I'll fight anybody, but then when we make that phone call, they turn down the fight. So therefore, I'm left to fight who? At the end of the day, I got to get in the ring. Period. So, correct. So it's when I hear buzz of somebody saying, I'm fighting dirt, but yet they're the ones saying they don't want to fight me when we got the call to fight her. Obviously, that's not the truth. So it's just contradicting to what they're saying and what they're putting out there, and it's stupid. I ain't got time to be exchanging words of bullshit. Basically, I'm not good at that. I'm making up bullshit stories. I'm gonna lay down what I was dealt with, what they called me with, offering me the fight. I said yes 5 days before the fight.
Explain the situation.
Because I'm taking you everywhere, right? Yeah, I know.
If you're in a situation, just explain it to people, because I'm pretty smart. I'm a little confused, so I'm sure some people are confused listening. So just explain what you're talking about.
Well, the person behind it is Raquel went onto a radio, and she said that that I was fighting, that I shouldn't have fought in that girl that I fought, which was somebody who she also worked with, Eliza Olsen, correct, from the Bay Area.
A smaller fighter that really kind of outgrew her weight class.
Correct. Yeah. And so she was just, saying that I shouldn't fight her, this and that. And it was a very boring fight, or whatever she had said. But what are we left with? Eliza stepped up, and she's the one that said, yeah, I'll fight this girl. I haven't fought in some time. She's beaten world champions in the past. So it wasn't a fight to be like, okay, I got this in the bag. She's disappointed many fighters in the past. But with her saying that I'm fighting dirtbags or whatever she said, I don't want to put terms in her mouth. But saying no to me. And saying no to others, to Claressa, and yet saying, "Oh, women we don't. It doesn't help us out."
My interpretation of what she was telling me was, she was basically just saying there's a miscommunication. Like, she's down for the fight, but there's just a communication issue.
There's always a communication issue when the truth has come out. Yeah. Then that's okay. Then we will fight. That's the period.
Basically like saying whatever's happening. Let's just make this fight down the road.
Yeah, if it happens to be a miscommunication when the words from their camp said, no, we don't want to fight her. We want a 0-2. And I specifically told the matchmaker who called me, all right, well, tell him I got the 2 already. I got the 2 losses. What are you tripping on? Like, come on, you're calling me 5 days before this damn fight. Let's do it. I'm never afraid to take a risk. I'm not afraid to get in there and to risk an L. I'm not going in there to lose, absolutely not, but I'm not afraid to do that. Even with Claressa, I respect her to the fullest. She's done something that no other woman has done. So for Raquel not to recognize her and to say, oh, put her down and all this stuff, and say after her fight, after the Andre Ward fight, somebody pointed out that she had said that she's wanting that rematch with Claressa, yet Claressa's camp called them and, offered her the fight. And she said no. Yet she says, oh, because of business something. But what have you created in your name, in boxing, in the amateurs, or in the pro game to demand a higher pay or whatever it is? Claressa, she does deserve a higher pay. She does deserve the attention that she's getting because she did something that no other woman has done. So for her to demand, oh, we said no because of business, well, okay, then you just say, I need to work my name up because right now I don't have a name. Nobody knows me. I haven't accomplished anything. So when I do, we'll fight Claressa so we can get paid, a little bit more. Then I'd respect that because I understand that. You got to work on your name. You got to work up a fight. You got to do the dirt. But you can't demand something in the pro game and say, oh, I'm saying no to her because I want a bigger paycheck. Well, what have you done? Just say the truth. Just say you don't have a name right now. You're trying to shine onto my name, which I've created in, the little 4 years that I've done in boxing. Claressa has done a magnificent job in, getting her name out there and dominating the sport. And respect it. I'm going to give respect where it's due. So that's just that. Like with Claressa, they called me up. They did call our camp up. We unfortunately have a fight coming up. Did we say no? Absolutely no. We said, hell yeah, that we knew we were going to, meet up. My fullest respect to her and her team. My fullest respect to anybody who has accomplished anything, especially her, Claressa, as a human being, what she's dealt with in her life and what she's overcame. I have mad love for her. So I know we will meet up in the ring, and I'm very excited for that for women's boxing. And like I said, I'm never, ever afraid to get in the ring risking an L, which I don't prepare for an L.